Sugar, omnipresent in our daily diet, is a component that sparks both debates and delights regarding its effects on health and well-being. Since time immemorial, sugar has been valued for its ability to provide instant energy, enhance the taste of food, and stimulate the release of serotonin in the brain, which can momentarily improve mood. These qualities have solidified its presence in our daily lives and in the food industry, offering a sensory indulgence that is often considered a pleasure. However, behind its sweetness also lie concerns and challenges, as excessive sugar consumption is associated with a range of negative health repercussions, from the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes and obesity to impact on mental health and potential addiction. In this video, we will examine both the virtues and warnings of sugar, unraveling its duality in the landscape of modern health and nutrition. First and foremost, let's start with some benefits of consuming sugar in our daily diet. Sugar, in its various forms, has been a quick and accessible source of energy for the human body since ancient times. This nutrient, composed mainly of glucose and fructose, is essential for the proper functioning of the body, as it provides the necessary energy to carry out a wide range of physical and metabolic activities. When we consume foods containing sugar, especially those rich in simple carbohydrates such as sweets, sugary drinks, or bakery products, sugar breaks down in the digestive tract into its basic components, primarily glucose. This glucose is absorbed into the bloodstream and transported to all cells of the body, where it is used as fuel for energy production through a process known as glycolysis. Glycolysis is a fundamental metabolic pathway that occurs in the cytoplasm of cells and does not require oxygen to produce energy. During this process, glucose breaks down into smaller molecules, releasing energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the cell's energy currency. This energy is immediately used to power vital body functions such as muscle contraction, protein synthesis, maintenance of body temperature, and brain function. The ability of sugar to provide energy quickly is particularly useful in situations of high energy demand, such as during intense physical exercise or in times of stress. In these cases, the body needs a constant supply of glucose to maintain optimal performance and counteract fatigue. However, despite its effectiveness as an immediate source of energy, excessive sugar consumption can have long-term negative effects on health. Excess sugar in the diet can contribute to the development of chronic diseases such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. Additionally, excessive and frequent consumption of sugary foods can lead to fluctuations in blood sugar levels, which can have adverse effects on metabolic health and increase the risk of developing insulin resistance. In addition to its role as an immediate source of energy, sugar also plays important roles in metabolism regulation and cell signaling. For example, glucose derived from sugar is essential for maintaining blood glucose levels within a normal range, which is vital for the proper functioning of the brain and other organs. When blood glucose levels decrease, such as between meals or during prolonged exercise, the body can mobilize glucose reserves stored as glycogen in the liver and muscles to maintain energy and prevent hyperglycemia. Furthermore, sugar also plays a key role in the synthesis of nucleic acids and in the production of certain lipids and proteins necessary for cellular growth and repair. Cells use glucose as raw material for the synthesis of nucleotides, the building blocks of DNA and RNA, which is essential for the replication and transcription of genetic material. Likewise, sugar is needed for the biosynthesis of lipids, such as phospholipids and cholesterol, which are part of cell membranes and play structural and signaling functions. Therefore, sugar not only provides energy, but also participates in a variety of essential metabolic processes for the proper functioning of the body. Another ability of sugar to enhance the taste of foods is one of the reasons why it has been widely used in cooking and the food industry since ancient times. Sweetness is one of the basic tastes that humans naturally find enjoyable, and sugar, in its various forms such as sucrose, fructose, and glucose, has the unique ability to enhance this taste in a wide variety of food products. When sugar is added to foods, whether in the form of natural ingredients like fruits or honey, or as added sweetener in processed products, it has a significant impact on the sensory perception of those foods. Sugar not only adds sweetness, but can also balance and enhance other flavors present in the food. For example, In baking, sugar not only sweetens the final product, but also helps caramelize the surface of cakes and cookies, creating a crispy texture and a more complex flavor. In addition to its ability to enhance sweetness, sugar can also mitigate other unwanted flavors, such as acidity or bitterness. In dishes like sauces, salad dressings, or sweet and sour sauces, sugar is often used to balance the acidic taste of ingredients like vinegar or lemon juice, creating a harmonious combination of flavors. Similarly, in beverages like coffee or tea, sugar can soften the natural bitterness of these drinks, making them more palatable to many people. One striking aspect we must mention is the relationship between sugar and serotonin stimulation. This is a complex topic that encompasses brain biochemistry, metabolic processes, and the impact on mental health. Serotonin is a key neurotransmitter in the brain that plays a fundamental role in regulating mood, sleep, appetite, and other cognitive and emotional functions. Its production and release are influenced by a variety of factors, including the nutrients we consume, such as sugar. When we consume sugar, especially in the form of simple carbohydrates like sucrose and fructose, a series of metabolic processes are triggered that can influence serotonin levels in the brain. Carbohydrate intake stimulates the release of insulin, a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar levels and facilitates the entry of glucose into the body's cells. In turn, this increase in blood glucose can improve the availability of tryptophan, an amino acid precursor to serotonin, in the brain. Tryptophan is the direct precursor amino acid of serotonin, and its availability in the brain is influenced by competition with other amino acids to cross the blood-brain barrier. When we consume foods rich in carbohydrates and sugars, insulin facilitates the entry of these competing amino acids into muscle cells, which can increase the proportion of tryptophan available for transport to the brain and its conversion into serotonin. Serotonin is commonly known as the feel-good chemical, due to its role in regulating mood and promoting feelings of happiness and emotional well-being. An increase in serotonin levels is associated with an improved mood, reduced anxiety and stress, and a greater sense of calm and satisfaction. Therefore, sugar consumption can have a temporary effect on mood by increasing tryptophan availability and promoting serotonin production in the brain. However, it's important to note that the impact of sugar on serotonin levels and mood can vary from person to person and depending on other dietary and environmental factors. Excessive sugar consumption can have long-term negative effects on health, such as weight gain, the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and impaired mental health. Additionally, sugar's influence on serotonin is just one of many factors affecting mood and mental health, and it should not be considered a long-term solution for mental health issues like depression or anxiety. In summary, while sugar consumption can have a temporary effect on serotonin stimulation and mood, it's important to consume it in moderation and as part of a balanced diet to avoid long-term negative health effects. On the other hand, sugar isn't all positive, starting with the risk of chronic diseases associated with excessive sugar consumption. It's a growing concern in public health and the scientific community. Although sugar is an important source of energy for the human body, its excess can trigger a series of adverse effects that contribute to the development of various chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and obesity. One of the main issues with excessive sugar consumption is its impact on blood glucose levels and insulin resistance. When we consume foods high in simple sugars, such as sugary drinks, sweets, and processed foods, there's a rapid and significant increase in blood glucose levels. In response to this increase, the pancreas secretes insulin to help transport glucose from the bloodstream to the body's cells, where it can be used as a source of energy. However, frequent consumption of high-sugar foods can lead to insulin resistance, where cells become less responsive to the effects of insulin, resulting in elevated blood glucose levels and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic disease characterized by high blood sugar levels due to the body's inability to produce enough insulin or use it effectively. Excessive sugar consumption and other refined carbohydrates are significant risk factors for the development of this disease. Type 2 diabetes can have serious health implications, including long-term complications such as cardiovascular diseases, kidney damage, neuropathy, and vision problems, highlighting the importance of limiting added sugar intake in the diet. In addition to type 2 diabetes, excessive sugar consumption is also associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, such as heart disease and strokes. Excess sugar can contribute to increased levels of triglycerides in the blood, high blood pressure, inflammation, and the development of insulin resistance, all of which are known risk factors for heart diseases. Furthermore, excessive sugar consumption has been linked to increased accumulation of abdominal fat, which can also increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases and other metabolic disorders. Another adverse effect of excessive sugar consumption is its contribution to the obesity epidemic facing many parts of the world. Highly processed foods and beverages loaded with added sugars are often high in calories but low in nutrients, which can lead to unwanted weight gain and the accumulation of body fat, especially in the abdominal area. Obesity is a significant risk factor for a range of chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, certain types of cancer, and musculoskeletal disorders, underscoring the importance of reducing sugar consumption and following a balanced and healthy diet. The relationship between sugar consumption and dental caries is a widely studied topic in dentistry and public health. Dental caries, also known as cavities, are one of the most common oral health problems affecting people of all ages worldwide. Although multiple factors contribute to the development of cavities, excessive sugar consumption, especially of free sugars, plays a fundamental role in their formation and progression. Sugar in the mouth acts as a substrate for bacteria present in dental plaque, a sticky transparent film that accumulates on the surface of teeth. These bacteria metabolize fermentable sugars, such as sucrose, glucose, and fructose, and produce acids as byproducts. These acids attack the tooth enamel, the outer protective layer of the teeth, demineralizing it, and creating small lesions or cavities on the tooth surface. The process of demineralization and remineralization is continuous in the mouth and depends on the balance between the acids produced by bacteria and the ability of minerals present in saliva to remineralize tooth enamel. However, when sugar consumption is excessive and frequent, the balance is disrupted, and the demineralization process outweighs remineralization, leading to the formation of dental cavities. Cavities can develop on any part of the tooth surface, including occlusal, chewing surfaces, interproximal, between teeth surfaces, and smooth, external surfaces. The severity of cavities varies from incipient lesions that only affect enamel to deeper lesions that compromise dentin and, in advanced cases, can reach the dental pulp, the soft tissue in the center of the tooth containing nerves and blood vessels. The impact of cavities on oral health can be significant and can cause pain, dental sensitivity, difficulty chewing and speaking, and, in severe cases, tooth loss. Additionally, untreated cavities can lead to serious complications such as dental infections, abscesses, and periodontal diseases, which can affect not only the mouth but also the overall health and well-being of the individual. Prevention of dental cavities is crucial and is based on reducing sugar consumption, maintaining proper oral hygiene, and regular visits to the dentist. Limiting the intake of sugary foods and beverages, brushing teeth with fluoride toothpaste after meals, and using dental floss daily are effective measures to prevent the formation of cavities and promote long-term oral health. Another significant negative impact of sugar consumption is on skin health, a topic that has generated growing interest in the scientific community and in dermatology. While the relationship between diet and skin health is complex and multifaceted, numerous studies have suggested that excess sugar in the diet can contribute to the development of various skin problems, including acne, premature aging, and other dermatological disorders. One of the primary mechanisms through which sugar can affect the skin is through a process known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs formation. Advanced glycation is a chemical reaction in which sugar molecules non-enzymatically bind to proteins and lipids in the body, forming compounds known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs can accumulate in skin tissues over time, causing cellular damage, inflammation, and loss of elasticity. The formation of AGEs in the skin can have several adverse effects, including the inhibition of collagen and elastin synthesis, two key proteins that provide structure and elasticity to the skin. Decreased production of collagen and elastin can lead to loss of skin firmness and elasticity, resulting in wrinkles, sagging, and other signs of premature aging. Moreover, excessive sugar consumption can trigger inflammatory responses in the body, which can manifest on the skin in the form of acne breakouts and other skin disorders. Spikes in blood sugar have been shown to trigger the release of certain pro-inflammatory chemicals in the body, which can increase sebum production and trigger inflammatory responses in hair follicles, contributing to the development of acne and other skin problems. In addition to its direct impact on the skin, excessive sugar consumption can also influence other factors affecting skin health, such as body weight and hormonal balance. Excess sugar in the diet is associated with a higher risk of obesity and insulin resistance, both of which can have negative effects on skin health. Overweight and obesity are linked to a higher risk of developing skin conditions such as dermatitis, psoriasis, and fungal infections, while insulin resistance can trigger hormonal imbalances that contribute to acne and other skin problems. In conclusion, while sugar can be a source of sensory pleasure and instant energy, it's important to consume it in moderation and be aware of its potential negative effects on our health, from increased risk of chronic diseases to impact on the skin. Adopting balanced dietary habits focused on natural and nutritious foods and limiting the intake of added sugars can significantly contribute to promoting long-term health and well-being. Let's remember that every choice we make regarding our diet and lifestyle has an impact on our health, including the health of our skin and our overall quality of life. Opting for fresh and nutritious foods, staying physically active, and taking care of our skin with suitable products are essential steps to cultivate a healthy and vibrant life. Furthermore, it's important to recognize that we are beings in constant evolution, and each day is an opportunity to make decisions that bring us closer to our wellness goals. While reducing sugar consumption and changing ingrained habits may be challenging, every small step towards a healthier and more mindful diet brings us closer to a life full of vitality and well-being. Therefore, instead of viewing the reduction of sugar consumption as a restriction, we can see it as an opportunity to explore new ways to nurture our body and soul, and to discover the pleasure and satisfaction that come from a balanced and healthy life. Every choice we make in favor of our health is an act of self-love and a step towards a brighter and more energized future. Don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss any of our content. Thank you very much for watching.